Okay, Saggy baby. You have a combination of energies. That's why we have 17, hope, and 16. So this person was using their intuition, but you use yours too. I don't want to show that naked lady. But this person thought you were vulnerable, divine masculine, especially when it came to your mental. They want to govern you. Like this Leo Aquarius energy. They wanted to, and maybe you have Aquarius or you was raised by an Aquarius. So it's kind of like, your rights, your leadership. That's what Aquarius is about. You know how to lead, gossip. You know about creativity, genius decisions. So this person wants to make you feel like it could be at work or your leasing lady or maybe somewhere professional that you go to make money. Or this could even be a baby daddy or something when it comes to something of court where they was like a policy or some kind of actions or an affair. When it comes to some kind of state or organization or people. Like I said, like when it came to something that was important, like your kids, paperwork. When it came to the kids' paperwork, to your job paperwork, to things that was a policy. It was like someone that was creating their own rules. A combination of energies. And you were secure from it because you could see in your masculine energy or someone over you, probably even watching the cameras, or just your friends that have their own mind, or co-workers or neighbors in them, family, friends, they could see when this person was talking, they was trying to defeat you. So you overcoming people or this person trying to humiliate you. They thought they had control. They thought they had some kind of influence, and they thought they had you regulated with your events and with you, right? Or they can regulate some things if they want to control over your emotions. So they thought at any time or any give and take, they can give you a sad story and you'll give them some money. Give you a sad story and oh yeah, of course I'll fix you a plate of food. Or of course you can call me. They thought you was at any given time in a karmic cycle. But with divine guidance, the lesson of humiliation taught you to overcome your ego because you've been through this for some of y'all. And this is what got you out of karmic debt. You know how when we young and we rank and we prank and we do things to people, then we have to learn how to take in what we put out. We can take what we dish. And I think this was the problem. Sagittarius love raw and honesty. We like for you to do that. We wish people would have the fucking balls that we do and just be honest with us. But then we have to also accept that tough love, and everybody don't need tough love. Everybody don't need to be, you don't have to be mean to everybody to get your point across. Some people don't need that shit in their life. And chosen ones especially are balanced empathic people to balanced narcissistic people that we have tried to balance our childhood trauma. We don't fucking need tough love. You don't have to do that with us. Maybe at some point. But there's some people, and my auntie taught me this. I don't have to be an ass like Sergeant Dick with everybody. Some people need me to be gentle to get my point across. Because I do mean well, so this is what taught me to be gentle. A combination of energies come with fortune. See, when you was the leader of your deadbeat mom and dad, or the leaders of the family, the leaders of positions that another motherfucker should have been leading, you know, these people that was filled with vomit, you was raising above your failures. Because they was humiliating you because they was feeling less. governor to they act like that the ritual, the family and things were like policies. They acted like what you being the Don, D-O-N. But with you being the, cause Sagittarius is the Don, not the pimp, the Don. That's something different. But when you was, they want you to make it like you was obligated to be like emotionally incest, where you help your sister and brother with their kids and they helped you. Emotional incest, where you had to help your mama when she should have got a motherfucking man, or shut the fuck up to keep one, or this man, dad couldn't keep his dick off the drugs. It's like these people made you disorganized, this state. These people made you feel like it was an affair with them, like you was more in a, even with the friends and your supervisors, like they want to push and pull, like you had some actions of a personal relationship with them. And that shit is like humiliating you. Now they in regret. Capricorn, Cancer, you have a Cancer in regret about the relationship being all selfish and devilish. These people were someone was too cautious around you, and you could pick up like you're really not this nice. Or why you asking me am I okay when you can't do shit for me, bitch? You can barely do shit for yourself. So why the fuck are you trying to front like, because you're talking about me but behind my back, humiliating me, and then you say that something's wrong with me, probably like you say about your dead wife or your ex-girlfriends and boyfriends. Hello. So this person, probably you heard them talk down on people that can't help themselves, or that person have a mental problem, and they probably have a mental problem, or they get a check, or something with this energy, and it's kind of like, okay, well, this person probably said the same thing they said about themselves and about their deceased wife, and about how they niece is crazy, and this person's crazy, everybody's crazy. But then they try to, are you okay, in front of people, like being extra cautious, because you know that they really speaking some real fucked up shit. But what was so funny was people knew that this person had a body odor. They probably said you couldn't pay your bills when they couldn't. This person was like a pervert when you were celibate. Some of them said your jewelry was fake, and they didn't even know you could afford it. They went out and bought their little cheap ass jewelry, and you was like, no, this shit is real. That you showed these people, you broke down, you had a combination of energy. It's kind of like, in order for you to be successful, you have to be humiliated. They have to try to, okay? Because it wasn't that they did. Because you stayed your ground. You was overcoming karmic debt. So whenever these people are being mean and nasty to you and you don't retaliate, or you know what's best for you, it's not like, okay, I'm not going to let you throw me off my throne. This is probably a person that was a pastor in the church or believed in God, or just these people got off their throne, right? But with you, it's different. It's not you walking off the throne of being a king or queen. You walking off the throne for some of y'all of not just being a king or queen, right? Because some of us do break generational curses with our kids, but building an empire, right? You're not going to step off your motherfucking throne of being an emperor, empress, king or queen, so God can demote you. Do that make sense? You're not supposed to let a king of devilish and malice and premeditation and walking around all cautious and thinking that they really got you regulated, knock you off your throne with God. Because it's obvious that this king has been knocked off their throne of God with this devilish energy. And these people that followed them, they got defeated. This person was defeating themselves when they was talking to your other enemies. Because remember, nobody likes each other. So it's like, okay, well, I'm talking to someone that's in a domestic relationship. Then I'm talking to someone that criticizes people all day. And now I'm talking to a motherfucker, right, that barely can pay their bills and they got body odor. And this person probably, some of these people, right, they so inconsiderate and so inconsiderate is like a borderline middle, not concerned with other people to the point where they know they don't wash their ass, they know they stink, and they don't care if people can smell them. This is how this person tried. This is the type of person that tried to people that try to humiliate you. You're like, come on now. It's not that we have to know each other's secrets, but I mean, goddamn, you stink. Nobody even wants to sit in the seat after you. It's not like we didn't tell you you smell. It's not like somebody has never told you that your attitude is bad and you criticize or you get into it with people. It's not nobody ever told you that your boyfriend is a deadbeat or that this is not, this is some shit you either go to jail or you die behind. These type of people. It's not like nothing, remember? Overcoming ego. It's nothing these people have been through that you haven't experienced or seen. That's why you getting out of karmic debt. Because it's like, okay, we live and we learn, but at some point it's like, come on, man. So you're no longer with this spiritual perfection. Okay, 17. With this spiritual fucking protection, and you are vulnerable because that's how you accept the new information to victory and peace, a new beginning in leadership, because you've always been a fucking leader. Some of y'all were born leaders. No ghetto leadership. No redneck rice or whatever that the society with these family nicknames and shit. You rename yourself, you reinvented yourself into whatever boss energy, just a whole clean slate. Comes with good fortune now, not come with people steady coming back with problems. Comes with the governing with the state and the people in the organizations. The fortune comes, but it's the vibration of peace and fucking love that you have now with the combinations of energy. It's no more trying to get overcoming ego because a motherfucker want to humiliate you. Shit that gets to come out to be a negative cycle, and then you found success out of it. You like, you know what? Divine guidance. I'ma stay grounded. Angel 16. I'ma let, it's like, okay, every time someone humiliate me, try to embarrass me, or try to make me go think that I'm on some kind of regulating emotional switch, they showing me that I was either being too nice, I missed the chance to be a bitch. You don't always have to be the bigger person. You're being the bigger person with this spiritual protection. You're not, when I say ghetto leader, you're no longer leading. It's like that was just your practice. That was like your crash dolls. That was like your, like when people have to learn how to cook, when people have to learn how to sew, when people have to learn how to drive, it takes gas. It takes you buying eggs and shit. It takes money to just practice. It takes money. And that's humiliation. You see how I got these cards? And sometimes it's, okay, so I bought this ink and I'm like, fuck, it would have been prettier if I just would have did the strawberries and did a fancy cursive in my own fucking writing, because I have nice writing. Well, it came out pretty, so now why bitch about it? Combination energy. Either I could leave it or I can make it right by saying, okay, I'm going to use this ink for maybe making thank you cards and things. And then I can actually maybe rather than cursive. But this right here is the Tower. Me knowing that, or you knowing that every time a motherfucker try to humiliate you, you're overcoming your ego and you're overcoming even more karmic debt. So goddamn. So while they're in the negative of their emotional account, it's like your credit score is at its highest with this spiritual perfection, victory, and peace. New beginning of leadership. You're no longer leading these empty meat suits that's full with fucking vomit. That gas is gonna get left and you are right. To the left, to the left. I like when my favorite part of that song says, when she say, can you walk and talk at the same time? Bitch, can you get the fuck out and do that? You could do that bullshit and just do you. Kind of like I used to tell my dad, you can't be a fucking crackhead and going to work. Like you can't do a combination of energy. It ain't that you're a crackhead, bitch, but it is the problem you're a crackhead. But goddamn, at least you can work and be a crackhead. Fuck you mean you're just a crackhead? Fuck you mean that it's no such thing as just being chosen or just being humiliated or just being part of a group or policy or a state of place or fucking mind. Trying to humiliate some fucking body and your ass is stank and nobody wants to sit behind you or your smell or, man, come on. Defeated. You didn't block somebody, now it was unexpected, and now they all struggling. It probably was your mama. You didn't block this bitch, keep making fake accounts. The one that ran you off like Lion King, Mufasa, and Simba, they didn't want you around. Well, you just couldn't wait to be king. That's all the fuck you wanted. But you found your friends on the way, and when you came back, it wasn't shit to defeat. These people want to humiliate you. They want to run you off like the Lion King. That's a chosen story. All you did was went off the manifest. That's the true story. That they trying to humiliate you. Not my type. Trying to humiliate you. No, you was not procrastinating. All these people was in reverse. Trying to act like they had their bills together. Trying to act like they was a part of a group or a state that meant something, and it was just humiliating to even know these people or work with these people or have them speak on your motherfucking name or even feel that comfortable to think that they knew you in that way. Ew. Please let me know if you want an energy read, $20 energy reads. I do see that some of y'all scheduled, so yes, I will. I have gotten back to some of y'all. So if you want an energy reading, you already know my number, then just text me. Yeah, vulnerability is what they need. And you're not holding on to it because your vulnerability, remember, is destroying your ego and giving you good karmic debt. Getting over your karmic debt. I feel like this is the crumbing of your karmic debt just by you doing pranks or ranking or people that didn't give you a chance to tell them you were sorry when you were and it was too late for you too, right? But you forgave yourself and you wasn't hard on yourself. You wasn't being yourself. And it was times you probably would apologize to these people. But the way that they react, like trying to humiliate you. That shit then came out twice. So somebody could be telling people that you're not their type. Who cares? Or you probably, these people, you're vulnerable and these people are not your type. Yeah, because they not being themselves. There you go. Let me take that out. It's not like you're not socializing. That's what it says. Oh, okay, you not socializing. That's what it says. Sorry, it came in reverse. I just seen that. The untrue story, yeah. You are socializing, but you're not. These people want to humiliate you. So the people that you are leading, at least you getting good fortune out of it, above your failures, and you rising it. The vibration of peace and love, baby. Your combination of energy. Being cold. That's the untrue story. This person was being cold, being needy, not being themselves. I wonder who is this? You wasn't getting breadcrumb. Remember they said you wasn't their type, or you wasn't, they wanted to humiliate you. You didn't fit into the organization, the group. You was too busy for the dumb shit. So they thought you was being cold. There you go. So they started being cold to you. It's okay. You don't settle. So they settle for the little needy friends and not being themselves. You was not breadcrumbing this person. But you ain't gonna let no bitch humiliate you. The fuck? Yeah, non-committal. Settling. For people. They over there bitching and complaining about people they in a relationship with, and they want to get with you. Well, fuck, if you... Why I gotta be the one to have to do it? If you settled and not made them do it, why I gotta do it? And it does feel like that. Some people be like, why? Some people do get offended when you be like, if they didn't do it, why I have to do it? Because I feel like when it comes to things like that, when people get offended, it's because by now you should have did it. It's like no good manager, supervisor, or leader is going to ask someone to do something that they can't fucking do. So if your deadbeat mom and dad couldn't fucking do it, and bitch, you can't do it either, why the fuck I gotta do it? You can't even fucking do it. I'm not gonna stay stuck with you, bitch. Know your strongness and your weakness. This is y'all strong shit. And socializing is the weak. I say, goddamn. Combination of energies, alright. Yeah, you got your own combination of energy. So your soulmate could be your second one or the first one. Both them funky bitches are settling because they non-committal, but you they soulmate. And so yeah, they think it's too risky, because you gotta know it's a privilege to be single, or it's a privilege to not have to worry about. So 9 out of 10, they probably can't afford their bills on their own, or they can't be alone. They settle. Fear of touch. You don't trust people touching you. Here this shit go again. Take small steps until you feel comfortable with others. You feel like you don't want. So you might think about these people that you like wanting to touch you, but you really don't want to touch them. And it's not that you feel unlovable. That came in reverse. So why do you know? I do know why. I don't trust these motherfuckers. Y'all got my guard up. You got your guard up. Because it is too much. You're not holding on to shit. You just want an innocent hug or affection, and even with the same sex, they touching on you because they really just mirroring you or trying to make y'all look like y'all more close than y'all are, to appear like y'all cooler than what in front of other people. Is all about humiliation, remember? This ghetto-ass leadership. Fake love from fake people, that's what it is. Yeah, stay like this.